Can moms get more energy? I don't know about you, but as a mom, energy can be in pretty short supply. So when we find ourselves faced with a new task, or even if an existing task is feeling like it is just too much, we're at a loss as to where the extra energy is going to come from to accomplish this thing. We may already be in the negatives as it is, just keeping up with the normal demands of our life. So when you throw in an extra little something or big something, we're genuinely wondering where the extra energy is possibly going to come from. The to-dos and the whiny kids just keep on coming despite the fact that we have got this other thing on our plate now. So today I'm going to tell you the one word that's getting in the way of your energy. Guys, I am so excited about this, and if you stick around till the end of the video, you will have a 3-step process to find the energy to accomplish what you're needing to do. Right now, that task for me is settling into a new house, but yours will be whatever it is that you're facing right now. So before we dive into this, I want us to just take a second and pat ourselves on the backs. We are doing such amazing things. We're keeping our household running, we're keeping our children alive, and some of the time our kids are even happy. So let me be the one to give you permission to celebrate all of your efforts and your accomplishments. I know you think it's not enough. I know you feel like you're not enough, but it is, and you totally are. So energy is kind of interesting. When I feel energized, I feel like I can take things on. I feel motivated and driven and capable. I feel happy and loving and patient, and in general, just ready to handle whatever comes my way. Basically, I would say I'm living my best life when I'm energized. So I've been thinking lately, what is it exactly that gets in the way of that? What can we do to feel more energy as moms when we're faced with a task? The internet gives us suggestions like getting good sleep and eating healthy food, exercising, drinking water, decluttering your space. I love all of those things, especially decluttering, but I don't think that's the answer for us right now. The reason why I think that is because trying to add these things in right now might only contribute to the problem instead of making it better. As moms, we are always on the lookout for things we need to get better at or do more of. We can come up with dozens of things that we're not doing well, and if we wrote down all the things on our mind, it would be a mile-long to-do list. So, while I wholeheartedly think there's a time and a place to set goals and make improvements, I'm kind of thinking that's not the problem right now. The problem is that we don't have enough energy for this thing that's in front of us to do. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to feel like you have one more thing on your plate. I know I don't. One more thing to figure out, one more thing to improve on, one more thing to force ourselves to do, one more thing to beat ourselves up over. That sounds even more exhausting and overwhelming than what we started with. So the thing I think is standing in the way of your energy is one simple word: should. What I suggest we do is get rid of the shoulds in our life. Shoulds are just gross. They sound dreadful. It's never enjoyable to do them, and we feel forced to do something we don't want to do. The dread we feel leading up to it and then the negativity during it leaves us absolutely drained and unenthused with life. So imagine a world without shoulds. We simply looked at our life and chose how we wanted to live it. We didn't put any thought into other people's opinions or what this person did or what they said we should do. We simply paid attention to what felt good and true to us. This would require us to reflect on our values and probably make some difficult decisions, but then we would be left with such a sense of ownership and confidence and determination about the choices that we were making in our life. This shift might lead us to keep doing exactly what we're doing, but to feel better about it and to show up in a more authentic way. For example, instead of thinking, I should do the dishes and then doing it and being super mad about it, I tell myself I enjoy a clean kitchen. Nothing changes about what I'm doing. I still am going to do the dishes, but now I feel very differently about the fact that I'm doing it. So instead of thinking, I should talk to my kids, I tell myself, it's important to me to be present with my family. Now, I talk to my kids either way, but now I'm doing it from a very genuine place, rooted in my values, so I'm actually pretty happy to do it. Eliminating shoulds could also lead us to make different decisions or to change what we're doing. For instance, instead of thinking, I should cook dinner and then doing it grudgingly, I could tell myself, I'm really not up for cooking dinner tonight, and it's totally okay for us to have leftovers. Another example could be, instead of thinking, I should have a spotless house, and then spending my entire day cleaning and tidying, I tell myself, I already have a busy day planned today. There are 5 people who live in this house, and we will carve out time on Saturday to work together on things. See how powerful shoulds are? So, here I find myself settling into a new house. We have been here for about 4 weeks, and it still feels like a really big project and was definitely pretty overwhelming, especially at the beginning. So step 1 is to eliminate the shoulds. There is no such thing as what I should do in this situation. There is strictly what I am going to do in this situation based on my values, my priorities, really any other factors that I feel are relevant to me. So, faced with the task of settling in, some shoulds that came to my mind at that very beginning were, I should mop the floors. I should really dust the blinds. I should get new toilet seats. I should go out and meet the neighbors. I should do all the tasks that involve tools like hanging curtains and building furniture and putting things together. All of that stuff that I hate doing. Thinking about all of that absolutely diminished my energy and made the task of settling in feel so daunting and honestly depressing. On top of that, I also felt like a total failure and loser if I wasn't doing the shoulds. So for step 1, I'm just going to change these phrases a little bit in my mind. I want the floors mopped. I want the blinds dusted. Other people are telling me it should matter, but the toilet seats really don't bother me, so cross that off the list. I'm excited to meet my neighbors at some point. Man, that really took the pressure off. That feels good. I want the tasks done that involve tools. So amazing how much lighter I feel just changing a few of those words, right? That's very, very powerful. Step 2 is to get curious about if there's any aspect of the task of settling in that I actually want to do. Now, the concept of want is a bit of a stretch for me. Is it for any of you guys? We are so good at putting pressure on ourselves for what we should do that we don't often think about what we want to do. But as I explored that, I can honestly admit I love unpacking boxes. I enjoy organizing. I love getting rid of stuff that doesn't fit in the new space. I really enjoy getting creative with new systems. New space needs new systems. That's fun to me. I love buying a few really thought out additions that will make life totally awesome in the new space. And honestly, I just truly enjoy creating a space that functions well and looks beautiful. So now for step 3, we are going to make strategic decisions that energize us. It feels empowering to realize that you're in control of your life and that you're making conscious decisions. You are taking ownership of the task at hand. So here's the deal. I eliminated the should element of this task and was still left with plenty of items on my to-do list that I really wanted done, but really didn't want to do. Because these things are important to me, they are going to remain on my list, and I get to choose if I'm going to just suck it up and do it, knowing that my reason for doing it is, backed by something, right? Like I have a reason for doing it. I'm going to own my choice to do it, and all of that will lead to a much more positive experience than doing it from a place of should, or have someone else do it, without any feelings of failure or inadequacy or guilt from me. There is no should. Remember, simply just decisions we're making. So here's what I decided to do. I had my 3-year-old mop the floors. I hired a cleaning lady for some of the other tasks. I've taken up a lot of people's offers to do all of the tool-involved projects. And I have had so much fun organizing and creating a wonderful space for my family. There is so much power that comes from getting rid of shoulds and identifying our preferences. It is really valuable information for us to be able to make decisions that will benefit our energy level. Way too many of us are going through the motions of life, convincing ourselves that we don't have a choice. We're doing everything because we think we have to, and that leads us to not enjoying any of it. Shoulds truly can become a rain cloud just hanging over our head, always, even when we're doing something we enjoy. So I hope this is helpful to you guys. I hope you can totally tackle that task that's in front of you. I would love to hear about it in the comments, and I will see you soon.